Hi everyone, I am back. I took a couple weeks off. I had some sick kids and kinds of interesting things happen these last few weeks. Whether your child is sick or other changes happen, it was a reminder to me that sometimes life makes it so that you have to pivot and you have to change. And the cost of not changing is higher than the cost of changing. And what has been interesting for me is that even though some big changes have happened, I've there's been an internal calm that has been present that has kind of made it easier to change. And I wanted to share a little bit about what that shift is and how I think it's really essential to any kind of pivots or changes. So, for those of you who know, I was chosen from, I didn't even apply. Somebody reached out to me about doing a TED Talk in Seattle. And so, everything looked great. I got approved. We had the date, and I did a practice run. All of this here is my TED Talk notes, and what happened was I booked my flight. Everybody else booked their flights and their hotels and everything, and then it got canceled. TED Talk is not happening now. So there was some issue between the person organizing it and their license and the venue. So the venue said, nope, not happening. And so the organizer feels terrible. Anyway, I got that news Friday night, a couple Fridays ago, and it was interesting. Definitely disappointed. Definitely like, ugh, yeah, I had such big plans. And at the same time, there was just this very deep calm, like, okay, well, now what? Now what do I do? And I don't think I have pivoted so quickly from, big dream devastation to, okay, well, that happened. I accept that happened. And now what do I do next? And the thing that helped me in all of that is that I've been doing a lot of work on myself around worthiness, around what helps me feel safe and secure. And there was just this very aligned knowing of, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. Like, yes, disappointing. Yes, frustrating. Yes, but really, I know deep down to my core, TED Talk or not, I'm going to be okay. And this question is like, what if you knew that no matter what choice you made in life, you move to the new city, you take that different job, something shifts and changes. What if you knew that deep down you were going to be okay? Like, yes, there may be pain. Yes, there may be grief. Yes, there may be fear. And at the same time, something deep down inside of you, to your core, you were going to be okay. What is then possible? Because we can spend a lifetime looking at, I could have spent weeks, months looking at that closed door. This is not happening. And been upset and stuck and afraid. Or you could go, oh, that door just slammed in my face. Okay, now what? And what's interesting is there's been so much that even the TED Talk, like doing all of this work, has helped me realize, like, oh, there's other work ahead. And I'm getting very excited about that work and am able to kind of move on. I trust a TED Talk is in my future. That will happen. I believe that. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But I do believe that is still coming. It's just not coming how I thought it was. And that's okay. There's so many times that we are afraid, that you may be afraid to move to the town that you really want to move to, or take the job, or let go of the job that you no longer want to have and step into something different. And yes, we have to be smart and strategic around things like that. And at the same time, what is it to know that you're going to be okay, that you can navigate, you can problem solve, you can have alternate plans. There is a cost sometimes to ignoring that thing that's pulling you forward. There is a cost to not changing. There's a cost to staring at the closed doors of our lives and holding on to resentment, and what is possible when we can move beyond it. So, and hi, Jill, thank you for being here. The other change that is happening is I am pivoting some of these lives to Thursdays. So if you're used to me on Wednesdays, which I've been on doing this on Wednesdays for years now, I'm going to shift to Thursdays. So that's why I'm tuning in on Thursdays. And there's more things that are coming. I'm having to make some big shifts in my life, what I'm letting go of and what I'm choosing to say yes to. So yes, thank you all so much. Thank you, Amy, for being here. Thank you all for all your support that you have had over the TED Talk. I will say, like an announcement, when it comes to, I still want to practice. I still want to see how this big idea of mine lands. What stands out? What is not carrying water? And so, but this delay in the TED Talk, or it closed door, is okay. Now I can just enjoy the holidays, and come January, I'm still going to do a virtual TED Talk because I still want to do it. I still want to practice. I still want to get my ideas out there and go through that process and hear back from all of you. So that is still coming. I don't know what I'll call it. Not a TED Talk. Is that what it is? Like my not a TED Talk rehearsal. We'll just roll with it. And I'll tell you, I didn't know that I would be delighted to pivot. But I think that's what's possible when you can kind of get into that practice of knowing that deep down I'm going to be okay. It helps see the possibilities. And yeah, when the preparation meets the opportunity. Oh, Jill, Allie talk. Yeah, who needs a TED Talk, right? I mean, TED is great, but there could be an Allie talk too. Love it. Excellent. Thank you all. Oh, and part of the pivot, there is a podcast that I was on, and I cannot tell you how excited I am to have listened to that. I gave the TED Talk. I was in my pajamas. I was feeling sick. I kind of was like, oh, do I have to do this? But I had the most amazing conversation with my friend Katya, who is just starting a podcast called Wildcard Conversations. And I cannot tell you, we talked about worthiness. We talked about body image. We talked about how do you know what you want? How do you ask for what you want? We talked about people pleasing. We talked about how when life tells you, you know what, you can be a mom or you can be a woman, but put yourself out there, but not too much. Say what you want, but don't say that. Make a lot of money, but not too much. All those conflicting things. I dropped. Do you want to hear my TED Talk? Tune into that conversation. It's not the one I've got here, but I'll tell you, it's definitely a lot about what I have to say. So if you want to give me a gift, I'll put a link in the comments. Go check out that podcast interview. It would mean a lot to me. And I'd love to hear your feedback about it. All right. I will see you all next week. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Take care. Bye.